Hello, you're back with Beatle and we are on Survivor.io. Today we'll be using the KATANA, which I unlocked. I had quite a few gems, so I opened up some chests, and this is one of the ones I got out, so it is better. The weapon I was using before was the good kunai, so technically this should be better. I've leveled down this as much as I can, leveled that up as much as I can, and we'll be jumping into Chapter 4, the Financial Centre. I think this one is going to be back to a 15-minute run, just from some of the reward challenges. I think it was survive over 10 minutes was one of them, so I know that the previous one was only 8 minutes. But I think this is back to 15. Not convinced, but yeah, we'll see how the KATANA does. I'm going to go for the lightning, even though I like the Guardian. I'm going to go for the lightning just because the struggle I had with when I was using the bat, another short-range weapon, was when I came up against bosses. I didn't really have anything that was long enough. I'm going to go for the Molotov because that is something I haven't actually used either, to be honest. So we'll see how that does. Like the previous map, this one is obviously a bit smaller as well in the area. There we go. We can upgrade the KATANA. Adds blade wave and blade wave power and a blade wave. Okay, so it should strike 3 times. Nice. And yeah, so it's obviously a lot smaller as well, the area, which actually probably goes in the KATANA's favour, and obviously, as you can see there, does a lot more damage. Let's get the RPG. I think I'm just trying to get some weapons that will be good against the bosses if the KATANA is out of range. What are these little Trump zombies? I think that's what they're actually meant to be. That's quite funny. I think they're meant to be Trump anyway. You got the red tie and the blonde hair. I don't think they're actually much different from the other ones, to be honest. We'll get the force field. Just fancy another weapon there. So far, so good. I quite like the KATANA actually. So far, we'll have to see how it is against the bosses. We'll get the bombs. But yeah, certainly when there's a lot of enemies, I think it'd be very handy once the sort of where it says zombies incoming and there's a lot of enemies. I'm sure it'll do the business then. Do I have to face in a certain way? I think I actually do there. What can I get here? Drill shot or boomerang? I think I'll go for the drill shot, as I think that's a bit more sort of a single attack, so against higher health enemies it might be handy. Let's see how the KATANA does here. Yeah, so it actually strikes the way that I'm facing. You can see that little arrow is the way that I'm running, and that's where the blades strike. So I even think the bat, I don't think did that either. So it's this first one where it sort of matters where you're facing and which way you're running. Not a bad thing, to be fair. We'll get the RPG, just because I am thinking about when we're against a boss, or even this enemy here. Although at least I can run away and it hits because you fire from behind, so that works out quite well. Let's spin the old lucky train. Molotov and 2 RPGs. Nice. Okay, I think we're probably sorted for the first boss with the weapons we've got and the upgrades we have. But really enjoying this game at the moment. Let's get the lightning emitter, I think. Although it didn't really matter which one I got there, they were both going to be okay upgrades to get. So yeah, I think the KATANA here is doing pretty well. Hard to say, because I think even if I was still using the kunai, I would be okay. I don't have the brick, so I won't get that, so we might as well just get the RPG upgraded again. Not sure if I've got the Evo upgrade on that one. Let's see how it does here. So yeah, this is where the KATANA is much better than the kunai. Let's kill the Trumps. Zombies incoming here is going to be a big... we'll get the force field here just because they don't have the weapons for the Evo upgrades there, so we'll just upgrade what we have. Where are the zombies incoming? Is it false warning? What are these little red things flying past me? Is someone shooting? I can't actually tell. I just see the weapons. Not too sure what that is. Is that the Trump shooting? I think it is actually. Is he throwing his mobile phone actually? Is that what that is? Because I can't even make out what it is that's coming at me, but I think it's Donald Trump zombie throwing his mobile phone at me, so you can't fault the game for trying new things. That's certainly one thing it is doing. Certainly unique, I don't mind that. Let's get the... we do have the force field, so I'll just get that, just so I know I can get that Evo weapon when we get there. But so far, so good. I can't stand still. Not quite got to that overpowered level yet. I would quite like to upgrade the kunai, not the kunai, I'm so used to saying that, upgrade the sword, katana, a bit more, as and when we come up against, find those upgrades. But I think I've only had it once, which is a bit unfortunate, because I would like to see what that's like when it's level 5, because I'd imagine, especially if you can get the area effect increased as well, it could be very good. But yeah, maybe as this does look, it is a bit easier. I'll just skip. I'll just get the force field here. I'll do a bit of a time lapse, just to keep the video not too long. And although saying that, I think that the boss is going to come here anyway. Let's see if the boss comes first. If it doesn't come at 5 minutes, then we'll do that. I'll just take this big group out here actually. With the katana, there it is, boss assault, thought it might be. So it's going back to the original format of the 15 minutes, boss every 5 minutes. Interestingly though, the way that this boss works is probably good for my katana, because he's quite close. I think the one that I struggled with when I had the bat was where it was shooting at me and sort of stayed a bit further away, and it just made it impossible to get close. But that one was okay. Oh, there we go. Just as I was complaining about the katana upgrades, we get an extra blade power with an extra blade, and they're the same again. So that works out quite well. Let's get the Molotov here. We'll get the Evo for the drill, the ammo thruster, just so we have that. Wow, a lot of fire. I wonder how much damage that does. Still ladybirds attacking me. No, I do think they are spiders, you've got to say. Although it doesn't look like they've got 8 legs, so unsure. Still not convinced on that one. Let's get the lightning bolt, as I don't really need the other two. Oh, we'll continue there. In fact, let's have a look at what's done the most damage. I don't actually know what. I mean, I'd say katana, but because it's short range, it doesn't hit everything all the time. So maybe it's the lightning or the drill is what I'm saying. Let's just do that. There we go. The RPG has done 51%. Wow. And then the others are relatively similar, with the force field doing the least, but that's just because it's so short range. All right, well, we'll double check that maybe at around the 10-minute mark, and see what's changed. We will get the energy cube just so we can get the Evo upgrade of the lightning as and when that happens. And we can get the oil bond, first time Evo upgrade of the Molotov, as and when we get there as well. But I'm surprised it's the RPG that's done over 50% of my damage. That's crazy. Let's get the lightning emitter here just to upgrade the weapon. So where are all these levels coming from? We'll get the Molotov here. Next upgrade for that is actually going to be the Evo upgrade, which I am yet to see. So looking forward to seeing that. What just happened there? There it is, fuel barrel, scorched earth policy. Let's have a look. Oh my god. I wonder if that's going to be doing the most then. Seems like it probably will be, but we'll check back in at 10 minutes. We can all have a vote again, see what is going to be doing the most. Because it seems to change every time I get this magnet whilst I can get a level up, I'm sure. We'll get the katana here, yes. I don't know if the Katana can get an Evo upgrade. I haven't actually seen it there. Let's get the force field upgraded, why not? Just in case they run through, I think it'll be able to stop any when it gets in range. Get the bomb. Yeah, we'll get the force field. I think I can get the Evo upgrade of that next. I think I've already got the sort of upgrade that allows that. Just keep slowly moving our way up the street. I think it is going to be, it's endless, sort of up and down, I assume, as I've not come to a wall yet. Magnet just up here as well. 2 magnets. There we go, we got it. Force barrier, this is my domain. Thank you, we'll take that. So I'll stand still maybe until around the 10-minute mark, or until I have to move, whichever comes first. Do they give me health? Oh no, they don't, they actually do hurt me. But yeah, I will see you in around 10 minutes. Alright, that's enough standing still. We'll get the magnet here. That'll give us about 9 level ups here. So I just wanted to get a few more Evo upgrades if I can. I don't have the brick. I've already got the Molotov. Let's just get the lightning. Let's get the drill. That's the first one I got. It's still level 1. That's unfortunate. We'll get that there. We'll get the drill again, of course. There we go. The lightning supercell. So that's the lightning Evo upgrade. There we go, allows for the Katana Evo upgrade. Hopefully I get that here. There we go, Demon Blade, thirsts for blood. If these upgrades ever stop, I'll be able to see what that's like. There we go. It's interesting, so it's not as sort of, the area doesn't increase, which isn't what I thought it would be, but I presume it just does a lot of damage. But whether or not I can actually get it to hit anything, everything just seems to die before I can get there. We'll upgrade the drill. A lot of food on the floor there. Is that a bomb as well? Yep, and there's another one here. Whistling arrow, so that's the drill Evo upgrade, so we'll get that. We'll get the other bomb. And yeah, this... Oh, well, we don't have the brick. Let's get the attack 10% just to make sure we're killing things extra quickly. Yeah, they've got no chance really. We're about to come up against the next boss. There's still one after that. Damage received minus 20%. I'd rather just have the attack, I think. I don't think we're even getting close to taking damage anyway. Here we go, boss assault. How hard's he going to be? What is it going to be? Have I seen this one before? I'm not too sure. He's taking quite a bit of damage. Oh, he's done some damage to me as well. I quite like having the fire. It's just pretty much constant damage to anything that's even remotely close to me. Get on the old lucky train. What do we get? It's just energy drink. Okay. I suppose it doesn't really matter what we get here. I'll get the bullet flight speed. Oh, they've got a bit more health. They're lasting a bit longer. I'll check. What I'll do, I'll speed this bit up until around the 12-ish minute mark, and then we'll see what weapon has done the most damage. I didn't actually see him. Just about caught him in time. So I will hopefully be able to kill him. It did get it's got a bit more hectic than I thought it was going to do, but I'm hoping he can die, given the amount of damage I hopefully should be doing. There we go, there's the chest. But I was going to say it was really easy not having to actually do much, but that mini boss sort of took that away. We'll hopefully try and get some of these gems. I could do with that, the magnet really. There we go, we'll try and get a level up. I don't know if I'm still waiting for an Evo upgrade. Yeah, the RPG one, I don't have that. Let's get the cooldown. But let's see what has done the most. I've got to say, I think it's going to be the blue fire. So that's attacking everything, surely. That's got to be it. We'll just get the cooldown there. You would have thought Katana possibly, but it's because it's shorter range. I don't think it's hitting things as much. So I'd go for the Blue Fire, then the RPG, then the Drill. Yeah, I'm happy with those choices. Let's have a look. I always forget about the Supercell. That's interesting. Fuel's only done 14%. Whistling Arrow's done the most, so it's the Drill, then the Electric, which I'd forgotten about, then the Fuel. Interesting. Force Barrier really doesn't do a lot at 3%. That's crazy because it looks like it's doing loads. Alright, interesting. Guess it's not really what you expect. One day I'll get it right. Today is not that day. Let's get the attack cooldown reduced. Let's get the attack up. Let's get the attack up. I don't know how. I haven't seen the upgrade to allow me to get the RPG Evo yet. Hoping I do find that, but I don't think it will be needed, but we'll see. I'll just keep moving across, collect the gems and keep moving up. Let's get bullet flight speed, as the Drill is the one that's doing a lot of the damage, so I'll speed that up so we get this chest as well. Actually, chest or lucky train, I'm not sure why it's called that, but it should be the cooldown. There it is. Maybe let's have a walk down the street rather than up for a change. There we go. I thought the scaling, I thought it would be harder, I'll be honest, as the sort of jump from the first chapter to the second was so big. I thought it would have been harder. I know that there is some the trial modes, which I think is just, it's the same level as what you do, but they add a difficulty. So the first one that I did was the zombies moved a lot quicker. So I am going to do another video where I'm going to go through some of the trials and see if we can do those. Let's have a look what we get here. Just the gold gain, fair enough. And we have about a minute and a half left. Let's get the bullet flight speed again, just so that Drill is doing all the damage it can. And for some reason I haven't found the upgrade that allows me to get the Evo of the RPG. I have no idea why. Next time I get a level up, I will just make sure I'm not going mad, because I'm pretty sure there's still... there isn't a space for it. Maybe I didn't get it. That's unfortunate. Let's get the damage reduced just in case. There we go. Just these ladybirds now. Fast forward the last minute and then I'll see you in the last boss. There we go, moving on to the final boss assault. Just before we do, I do want to double check Supercell and the Whistling Arrow still doing by far the most. Pretty much like 3/4 of all my damage has just been done by those two weapons. That's crazy. I would never have thought that as well. I don't think it really matters what upgrades I get here. It's final boss and I don't think he's going to do much to me. Though he does have more health than some of the... Oh, I ran a bit too close there. Than some of the others have, but hopefully it shouldn't really make too much difference. Try to actually see what's going on there. There's so much blue fire on the screen, but there we go, defeated. Is that chapter complete? It is, yeah. Chapter 4, congratulations. We get a little piggy bank level up, which doesn't really mean a lot for me. There we go, unlock new chapter, City Bridge. The army once tried to hold the disaster at bay here, but it's obvious they failed. Okay, that will either be the next video, or we will try and go through some of these trials just to see how they are. The first one was easy, but that's going back to level 1, so might do a bit of a time lapse of me completing some of the trials depending on how tricky they are. But there you go, that was the Katana. I think I will leave it out or leave it equipped, do some upgrades of it. There we go, whilst I can. 95 attack. And yeah, interested to see what other weapons are on the game. I did actually get this pistol or revolver, but as it's sort of a lesser quality, I won't use it. But if I get a blue one, I will stick that on and we'll do a video on that. But for now, that is it, and I'll catch you in the next one. And if you have got this far, please do like or subscribe to the video. It is very much appreciated. Thank you very much.